Hello, welcome to Canva Creates. I am talking about art materials. In my previous videos, I have mentioned about pencils, pastels, oil pastels, and today I'm going to show color pencils. So it is especially dry media I am showing. Also watercolor pencils when you can use as a dry medium and also as watercolor. So I mix both to make a watercolor painting. And here are few examples I'm going to show. And last week I did video about extra fine oil pastels. So one more example I want to show with that is this is a pepper basket which I got. Sometimes in summer most of the farmers markets are open, so I some time ago I got a nice beautiful red peppers and green peppers. So this I did it, so just I want to share. And now I'm coming back to watercolor pencils and watercolor paints. So this is the material I'm going to show. Now I will talk about each of the one which I'm going to show what I did with the watercolor pastels. Watercolor pencils, Prismacolor, and I have used this Derwent. I think I spelled right. So these two, mostly I use these two. I have 12 color set each. So usually I'll mix them both. So and these two are pencil boxes I use, and this is watercolor student grade artist loft. Usually I will use for students who come just to paint as a fun painting. And this is metallic paints. I have used some, but I have to check on which paper it looks nice, because on white it is not showing much. Or the metallic paints are very nice, I felt, but it is good. I will check once again on different surface and show. And this is also this is good quality only. Both this is normally for students, children, anybody can use. So many grades. See this light green, medium, darker. So you can use for shades, shadows, light, and all that. It's a very good one for children, students. But for professional quality, this is what I use from Washer watercolor paint palette. So I use both mixed together, or sometimes only pencils I use. So only pencils which I have used I will show now. These are my works. This is what board series I did. Some I sold actually. and bird series also I want to show. These are all only pencils I have used. So mostly I sold birds. And this is a watercolor pad which is a cold pressed surface. I felt carrying is easy when I go out, and at the same time this is in fall we see the fire bush, so I tried this one. So for small sketching or to study any subject, this is the best one. This is only pencil I thought to finish it, but I didn't. And these are all bird series I did with pencil, I think. Yeah, only pencils. And here for background I have used a little watercolor. This is another one, and this is, I have to finish this book. Very interesting to draw birds with watercolor pencils. So it is up to us which subject we have to choose, wolves or birds or flowers or what. So these books are very good to carry anywhere or do some small sketching study, master's touch. This is a canvas pad which is written watercolor and other wet media. I felt this paper is very nice, but when I'm using, after finishing my work, the paper is writing, so I'm not using anymore of this one. And this is handmade sheet, very good for very expensive one from India I bought. This is a smooth surface, not too smooth, it is little rough. So this is very good for watercolor as well poster color paints. In India we call it as poster colors, here it is like a gouache they call it in the US. So I have some gouache colors, maybe I'll check once. So what poster colors, Cambrian poster colors I have used in India. So one of the work I will show. So this is an Indian miniature which I did on this paper, on this handmade sheet. This is a watercolor as well for poster colors. Indian miniatures are very good to do on this handmade sheet. This is also another one. So Krishna is a topic, Indian miniatures, most of the people know. So this is another one, and here is watercolor pad 90 lb. I have another one also with the rough texture. This is a little smooth one I'm using. So yeah, smooth texture. So this is another one, and I want to show, this is a watercolor canvas. I think this is a lining canvas, I don't know, but because this is a very fine cloth, I think it is a lining canvas. On this they might have primed for watercolor. So there is a primer for watercolor paints is available in normal canvas. So we can use that primer to make it use for watercolor painting. So it is called like absorbent ground for water media. There are two varieties available, I think opaque and transparent. I don't know, I never used it, but I will try once again. So here for watercolor painting, for techniques we use masking fluid and maybe so there is a specific way to use a watercolor paper. We have to mount it on a board, a surface. I have a board, but this is just I'm showing. On this board we can mount it using gum tape. So the gum tape is one side, it is there is a gum, and another one is outside. It's a normal. So gum, you have to apply water and stick it on the board. So that is a different process I will show. So this is, again, these are some of my other works. Watercolor, I have used only paints, no pencils on this one. I sold few of these also, original watercolor paints. This one, this one, so you might be wondering where all these peacocks came from. So usually when I visit in some places, I take pictures. So I went to one of the Vrindavan, so I got it all peacocks pictures. This is just creative because I thought to do bird series. So I sold some of the bird series works here, and this is what I have pasted with the gum tape here. So either you can cut this and or else use a mount board to frame it. This is a just rough work I did to show live. In fall we see so many beautiful maple leaves, so I bought and I did some watercolor painting with this student grade. So I felt this is also nice, but not for selling purpose, I think, but it is good for to learn. So colors are nice. This is another one. So collect some of the nice beautiful leaves which are having some textures, and keep it in front of you and paint it. This is a very good way to learn. And this is a watercolor painting I bought from one of my friends. I paid, of course, not free. So these are brushes, watercolor brushes, very good, smooth. And I want to show in short video I have shown how to use brush pens. You have to fill water, and this is a very good one. Just use color pencil and just press it when water comes. Yeah, like this. See this one, and just you can paint. And another thing is, you should not forget to keep watercolor, I mean the tissues, tissues or whatever the papers or any cloth to wipe water, because when you are using watercolor paints, there is a possibility most of the time bleeding is water, color bleeding or water drops is common. So just immediately you can wipe out with the paper roll. Paper roll is the best one. So this is what my watercolor pencil and watercolor paintings video. Please watch my videos and don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to share. Sharing is caring. So this is what, and I want to show once again, yeah, some books I will show in next video. Okay, thank you.